You know what's really crazy? And that is making more money won't solve your financial problem. And I know that's a bold statement, but I have learned this lesson over the years, right? Both from my personal experience and from a lot of people that I've met, lawyers, doctors, care workers, security people, tech professionals, people earning so much and people earning very little. And a lot of them have one thing in common. They live paycheck to paycheck. And at the same time, I've met people that they are either financially free or they are on the path to financial freedom because they are doing the right thing. But how is this possible? What is the common thing between those that are doing so well and those that are not doing so well? Today, I'm going to be revealing the number one reason why most people stay broke, even if they make six figures. And the reason is not what most people talk about, but it determines whether you're going to build wealth or whether you stay trapped in the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. So here's the question I want you to think about. Number one, why do lottery winners go broke? Think about that. Number two, why do professional athletes who make millions during their active years end up bankrupt? The truth is, we've been sold a massive lie about money. And that lie is the fact that income is what is going to make you wealthy. And trust me, income is very, very, very important. But it's not the most important factor when it comes to building wealth. And that's why you think if I just make £50,000 more, I will be fine. And then you do, and you realize you're not fine. The truth is, income doesn't equal wealth. It's not even close. The number one reason why most people stay broke, regardless of their income, is actually their savings rate, or more specifically, their inability to live below their means. It's as simple as that. You could turn off the video now, you could change to something else, but stick with me and I'm going to expand this a lot better and also share some tips while I do. This one factor trumps everything when it comes to building wealth. And I mean the gap between what you earn and what you spend is actually what determines your financial destiny, if you want to think about it that way. If you're enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. It helps us a lot and we do appreciate you guys. Now, let's look at Sarah and Mike, right? They both make £150,000 combined. They are a couple and they have a house, they have cars, 2 cars to be precise. They go on vacations. Because of how much they earn, which is quite high in the UK, their kids attend private schools, right? But in reality, they have less than £50,000 in retirement. Why is that? And that's because when we dug deeper, we realized savings rate is less than 5%. But let's just say 5%. What that means is for every £100 that they make, they only save £5. Now, let's switch over to another couple, Tola and Ada. Now, this couple make a combined income of £90,000. This is half of what Sarah and Mike makes, right? But they save 40% of their income. That means that for every £100 that they make, they save £40. Just guess who would build wealth faster? Who would reach financial independence first? Let's look at the numbers to see how powerful this is. If you make £100,000, for example, and you save 5%, that means you're putting away £5,000 every year, and you make £100,000 and you save 40%. That means you're putting away or you're investing £40,000 every year. That's an 8x difference. After 20 years, assuming a 7% rate of return, the person with a 5% savings rate will have about 200,000, while the person with the 40% savings rate will have about 1.6 million. Now, here is where it gets really, really interesting. The high earner that we spoke about earlier, who saves only 5%, will never catch up to the moderate earner who saves about 40%. Income with high savings rate is like a basket. No matter how much water you pour into it, it will never fill up, or it's going to take a very, very long time. So in general, why do people struggle with low savings rate? Why is this possible? Especially high income earners, right? The first is lifestyle inflation, keeping up with the Joneses, right? As income increases, your spending automatically rises to meet that income. A bigger house, a nicer car, private school, luxury vacations. and all of these are good. But the fact is, the risk disappears before it even hits the bank account. The second reason is social pressure, right? And we as humans, we naturally compare ourselves with our peers. So when you earn six figures and you're surrounded by others who spend like they make six figures, right? The pressure to keep up is actually intense. You want to spend so that you look like you're earning six figures. And the third reason is the deferred life plan. There is no urgency. And this is simply saying, I'll start saving more tomorrow. I'll start investing tomorrow. Maybe when I have more money. Maybe when I get that raise. I will do tomorrow. So you keep pushing and tomorrow never comes. This simple fact to affect every aspect of our lives. This savings rate that I'm talking about, and it's not just retirement. Let's look at emergency funds, for example. The ideal advice, the advice from every financial advisor out there will say save 3 to 6 months of your monthly expense for emergencies. But let's look at the maths, right? Because the math changes drastically based on your savings rate. For someone that is saving just 5% of their income, it's going to take them 60 months. Yes, 60. And that is 5 years just to save 3 months of their expenses. And that means it's going to take 120 months, 10 years to save 6 months of their expenses. And that's why so many people are just one calamity away from debt. But now compare this to someone that is saving about 40% of their income. It's going to take them about 4.5 months to save for 3 months of their expenses and 9 months to save 6 months of their expenses, right? A higher savings rate helps you to build up this emergency fund a lot faster. And the same thing applies to other areas, especially your retirement goal. But I know some of us might be thinking, I can't save that much. And I hear you. You can't save 40% at the moment. You can't save 60%. But start where you are. And most importantly, commit to increasing that percentage. And in those years where you will get a raise or you will change jobs and you get a higher pay or your side hustle start making money, don't go into consumption mode. Don't start spending. Use that extra to boost your savings rate. Some of us might even think I'm advocating for deprivation here. No. I'm not advocating for that. Living below your means is not about depriving yourself. It's about intentional lifestyle design. And I will say that again, intentional lifestyle design is about deciding the things that are important to you, the things that bring you joy, and spending on those things, and the things that are not important, the things that don't bring you joy, irrespective of whatever the whole world is doing, and you don't spend, you cut that out of your life. So here's your action plan. 1, take your income and minus your expenses. What's left is your savings. But be careful here. The expenses should include anything that you are setting aside for short-term goals like holidays, a new phone, car maintenance, all that kind of stuff, right? These are not savings in the true form. These are just delayed spending, some things that you're going to spend in the future. So only count money that you're putting into things like your emergency fund, your long-term investments, your retirement account, your pension, and those kind of things are outside your expenses. Every other thing we should go into your expense. Then you divide that amount by your total income. So step 2 would be to create artificial scarcity. Automate your savings before the money hits your account, right? This would force you to adapt and to be disciplined. If you don't save the money, you won't be tempted to spend it. Step 3 would be to focus on the big 3 expenses. For most people, these expenses are going to be the housing, rent, mortgage, transportation, and food. Any reduction you do in this area would have maximum impact. The 4th step is to commit to gradually increasing your savings rate. Give yourself a challenge to increase your savings rate by 1% every month or every quarter. That way, you keep doing that until you feel like you're at the maximum peak where you can't add anymore, right? That's where you want to get to. And it's actually worth it because your savings rate is the number 1 predictor of financial success or failure. The truth is, living below your means, regardless of what you earn, actually creates freedom for you. It's what gives you options. So calculate your savings rate today. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Until next time, keep